at it again.
Welcome to How to Get Girls, Part 2. Path to a King podcast. Back at it. If you have not watched Part 1, go back and watch Part 1.
Don't watch this episode without watching Part 1.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have watched Part 1, and I know you would have because you would have asked 10 girls for their Instagram or number by now.
Yep.
And if you've done that...
It's been 5 days now.
It's been 5 days.
Got 2 more.
I know we said a week, but business days. Only 5 days. So if you ask 10 girls, we're expecting you'd get at least 2. That's 20%, 1 out of 5.
Yep.
If you haven't, keep trying. Once you get 2, come here. Come watch this. Because you need multiple, and I'll tell you why in another video. But for this video, this is part 2 on how to get girls. So we told you how to look attractive. It's the psychology behind girls, exposing lies. We told you how to approach a girl, what to say, how to actually get her number, get her Instagram. And now, we're going to tell you how to set up a date and how to turn her into your girl.
Yep.
So now, the thing you have to do, the first step, is you have to set up the perfect date. I know that sounds impossible, but when you go on a first date with somebody, and it might take a lot of first dates for you to get this, but eventually, if you do, you're going to find that you're going to go on a date with a girl, and you're going to tell from the first date, she's going to be extremely attracted to you. She's going to be super nervous. She's going to like you, and your conversation is just going to flow. And when you find that one, that's when you take the next steps. But obviously, you can't do that if you're not confident. You can't do that if you don't have good talking skills. So if you need work on that, work on your confidence, get more social skills, have more experience talking to girls, so then you could master the first date.
And we'll have videos in the future. We'll touch upon it a little bit today too, about how to gain confidence. But it's a long process.
So the first date, you gotta be a superhero. As a man, all the pressure is on you on the first date. And if you can't handle pressure, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people like to avoid pressure. They like to say, put the pressure on the girl. She needs to look good for you. No, the girl has options most of the time, more than you.
Yep.
So the pressure has to be on you. If you can't handle the stress, get used to it. That's life. You have to put on a show, a performance in that first date. So I might have said a little too much. You don't have to be perfect. You're gonna make some mistakes.
But you don't be fake either. Don't put on a persona that's not you. But be the best version. Put your best face out there. Basically what you're saying.
So yeah, just be confident in everything you do. Be super direct in everything you do. Be funny. Be flirty. Always have a smile on your face. Just some quick tips on the date. When you meet her, shake her hand, or you can give her a hug too. That works.
Yeah.
And then
read the body language. Don't go in for a hug if she says she doesn't want to, because that's gonna come off as creepy. So read the body language.
Exactly. So, yeah, after the first day, if you can tell she likes you, you can tell everything's going well. And I'm going to get into, in another video, the difference between if a girl really likes you or is she being nice. But, hopefully you'd know, the basics at least. Everyone should know the basics of how to tell. But if you really feel like she's extremely attracted to you, then you could say, if you do want to get her home with you, if you do, this is exactly what you got to say. I'm just going to throw it out there super quickly. We'll move on. Say, we're going to go to my house tonight. That's it.
Yep.
Don't ask her. Don't be like, oh, do you have anything after this? Or can we go to my house? Trust me, if she doesn't want to, she's going to say no. Like we said in the last video. Girls like people who take control and who lead. She doesn't want to do any work. She wants you to do the work. She wants you to take her from place to place.
Yeah.
So that's what
goes back to being assertive. Don't be like, oh, can we do this? Say, hey, we're going to do this. And let her tell you yes or no. But be assertive. Be like, this is what I have to offer. Either take it or leave it.
So yeah, this is a step-by-step process. So if you fail on the first date, no problem. Go on as many dates until you get the first date or get the perfect date, and you know for sure that you made an extremely good impression on that girl. So once you do that, then you move on. Step number 2. Do not ever text her first after the first date. Because trust me, if she likes you, she's going to text you after, and she's going to miss you. If you text her, what it's going to show is that you're desperate. Even if you wait.
Neediness.
Neediness. Even if you wait a week, girls aren't going to be like, he was probably busy the whole week. Nice, he found some time for me. No. She's going to know. She's going to be like, he purposely waited a week. Now he's texting me. She's going to know. So the best way is to not text her at all after the first date. wait for her to text you, and then once she texts you, then text back, set up a second date. And this is the power of having options, because if you have multiple girls, it's not going to matter if one doesn't text you. You probably have another date the same day.
Yep. Yeah, because if you text her right away after the first date, it comes off as clingy. Because like if you right away the next day or a couple hours, like like let's say you guys are done with the day, each person went to their house, and you're texting her like, oh, I had a really good time. We should do this again on this day, and like that comes off as needy. Like
Yeah, she should tell you she had a really good time.
because then it comes off as like like after one date you're emotionally attached, and girls don't like that. Like, so you got to be like, we had a good time, but I'm a busy man. I gotta work on my life, and because you have to make your time valuable to her. You can't be available all the time, and not just because it's unattractive, but also because you should be working on yourself. You should be busy. You should be busy, whether you're studying, whether you're at work, whatever you're doing. You need to keep your plate full so that you're constantly improving yourself in as many ways as you can.
Exactly. So, step number 3. Before I go on to step number 3, actually, tiny bit of a tip on how to not be attached. You will not get attached if, number 1, you have multiple options, and number 2, she's replaceable. The only way you're going to get attached is if you know that you cannot replace her. If she's gone, you're screwed.
Yep.
But if you know that you can replace her, and you'll know that once you get to a certain level of status, a certain level of confidence, that a certain level of experience, that you know that you can talk to a girl like anytime, and a girl of her level too, because there's so many out there. So that's how you do that. Step number 3, be a gentleman. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like,
You being a simp. That's simping. No.
Don't simp. This is the definition of simping. The definition of simping is giving a girl value and getting no value in return.
Yep.
So if she's going to be going on a date with you, and she's going to be taking the time out of her day to make sure she smells good, make sure she's dressed nicely, fix herself a ride to get to your place, sacrifice time to be with you.
Yep.
She's giving you a ton of value right there, so you have to give value too. So be a gentleman. Open doors, be respectful, be nice. Simple things like that. And even like if you're like at a restaurant or a place, be kind to the waiters.
Yes.
Be kind to the people there, because she'll notice that.
Yeah, because it's the way you treat other people to her is gonna, to anybody, I think, even to a man. If you see a girl being disrespectful to a waiter, that tells you a lot about her personality, about the kind of person she is. And likewise, if she sees you speaking down on people, she's gonna be like, this is not the person I want to be with. So yes, be respectful to the waiter, please and thank yous.
Exactly. So, step number 4, mystery. This is something that I actually struggled with for a bit of time. This is one of the things that came slower. Because it is hard. And it's hard because you want to tell a girl all the cool stuff about you. Whatever you do, like if you have a cool job, if you have a cool hobby, if something really cool happens to you, and you really like a girl, you cannot wait to tell her. You kind of have to go against yourself. I cannot tell you how valuable it is to keep a mystery. Because if a girl knows everything about you, especially quickly, she's not going to be interested in you.
Because you make yourself uninteresting. Because if you give her a little bit of info here, she's going to be like, oh, this guy was really cool. Let me find out more about him. But if you like open your book and it's like, hey, this is what I'm about. This is everything about me.
Exactly.
What is there more for her to know about you or learn about you?
This is you. This is the girl. These 2 spaces are mystery. She cannot get you because she doesn't know anything about you. You have mystery. But if you tell her, hey, look, oh, this thing happened to me. Oh, I do this. Boom. Be gone. That was a bad example. Shouldn't have used the rope, but you guys get the point. You guys get the point. Mystery. Yeah. Now, there's 6 steps. We're going to be going to number 5.
No, can I add a little bit onto the mystery, actually?
Go ahead.
For the mystery, it's attractive to girls, but just in everyday life, even with other people, with friends you meet, guys you meet, you don't want to be an open book, because not everybody should get the full version of you. You have to make yourself exclusive. So if somebody's giving you the same amount of respect, or you really like this person as a friend, you guys really get together, you guys really bond, then you should start sharing things like that. But it should be an equal sharing of information. Things you're sharing about yourself, they should also share. It shouldn't be a one-sided thing. Like, you can't share your whole entire life and they give you tidbits of it. So do that with everybody. Don't make yourself an open book, because not everybody deserves the kind of man you are. That doesn't deserve the full spectrum of you.
Well said. Now, let me show you a better example. She is a pawn. You, my friend, are a king. Now, right now, the pawn cannot kill the king. So the king goes here. However, if you get a little closer, tell her more, the only way she can kill you is if you purposely tell her more and more about you.
Put yourself
And
in
then,
that position.
boom, you put yourself in that position, you fall, my friend. So I'm not telling hide things from a girl. I'm not saying don't talk about yourself at all. Generally speaking, on a date, you should be asking more questions anyways than you are telling about yourself, because that's another great way to make anybody like you. Not only girls, anybody. Ask more questions, because people love talking about themselves.
Yep. You gotta be able to listen and speak.
But yeah, so don't tell a girl too much about yourself. For example, if she asks, what's your job? Say, even if it's cool, say you're the CEO of Google. Don't tell her, oh, I'm the CEO of Google. I do this, I do that, I do that. Just tell her, oh yeah, I'm the leader of a big company. How cooler does that sound? I'm the leader of a big company, and oh, I'm the CEO of Google. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Even you can make any job sound cool. Even say you're an Uber driver. Instead of saying, oh, I'm an Uber driver, I drive around. Lame.
Maybe I chauffeur people.
Exactly. I help people out. I take people anywhere they need to go. How cool does that sound?
Yep.
So that's step number 5. Now, the last step. Step number 6, and this is like the part where you turn it from like the talking stage into the dating stage. You have to wait for a moment. No, never ever rush.
But also, don't wait for the perfect moment, because there is no perfect moment. You have to find the moment and take that opportunity.
But here's why you should never ever rush, because a lot of the time, a girl is gonna give you that moment. So yeah, there's not gonna be a perfect moment, but sometimes actually there might be, because a girl is gonna give you the moment. A lot of times a girl is gonna either text you admitting that she likes you after long enough, or she's gonna ask you the question that you guys all heard, what are we? And then when she asks you that, then you tell her, like, you tell her you like her, you tell her, don't just say, oh, I love you, tell her, like, it could be something serious, something like that.
Yeah.
So once she asks that, so you have to wait till she asks that question, because if she's really interested in you, she will ask that question. Or if you can tell, like, she's a bit shy and she won't ask that question, in other cases, and she really, really likes you, what I would recommend is you take her to a romantic place, and then after you kiss her, because if you're talking, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, don't ask her.
Yeah.
Can I kiss you? You're gonna realize that moment, like whether it's okay or not.
Yeah.
You can tell whether you're making her comfortable or uncomfortable or not. So you just have to be mindful.
So then after that, she's gonna be charmed. You tell her, do you want to be my girlfriend? Boom, boom, easy dubs. Now, I actually skipped over step number 5. My bad. Step number 5 actually should go after step number 6 anyways. And it is, don't stop working. Now, a lot of people, when they get a girl interested in them, or get even a girl to talk to, nevertheless a girlfriend, they stop working. And this is
all the time to her.
This is a natural process, because as a man, a lot of the number one goals for men, a lot of the things they do and the reason behind it is to attract women. So when you get a woman in your life that you really like, you're going to be like, I just accomplished it. I accomplished the goal. I don't need to stop working.
Yep.
But if you do stop working, just like this king right here and this pawn right here, if you stop working, she's going to keep creeping up on you. Boom. You have to keep on working, because if you don't, she's going to think you're a loser. She's going to think you're not hardworking. And then she's going to find a guy who won't stop working.
Yeah.
So even if you're in a relationship, still take the time to work on yourself. Still take the time to work on your health, your fitness, your finances, all that.
Yeah, because then you're not going to be that guy she fell in love with, or she liked. You're going to turn into something else that's not what you should be.
She's going to look at you like after the first week. And then say like 3 months later, she's going to be like, this is not the guy I fell in love with. Like, what is he doing now? He did not used to do this before. So those are the 6 steps. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys took something out of it. That is how you do that. And then, now Angel, she was going to share some tips on how to look better.
Oh yeah. Oh, one more thing before we talk about that. Me personally, I see it. There's if you're gonna take her on a date, there's two places you should never go. Don't take her out to eat, and don't take her out to a movie. Let me tell you why. When you're watching a movie, you can't interact with her. You have to be quiet. You're watching a movie, so how are you gonna get to know her? You're gonna watch the movie, be like, oh yeah, the movie was cool, and everybody goes,
Yeah,
what
baby,
did you accomplish?
Did you like this part?
Exactly. What are you gonna do? And eating, like I guess there can be conversation, but two, girls usually are mindful of when they eat, because if you notice, girls like to cover their mouths when they're eating, or they're nervous to eat, and you want to make that first impression, because like a dinner date is what every guy does. She's probably been on multiple dinner dates, so what's gonna set you apart from the rest of them? Do something creative. Take her somewhere. There's a lot of places, regardless of where you live. Find something different and be like, you know what, we're gonna go do this tonight. Don't be like, don't go to the same old like dinner date movie, because everybody's already done that. She's probably been on a billion of those. So you just switch it up, make her so that she's emotionally attached, because dinner is not gonna be emotionally attaching. If you take her like to let's say an amusement park, maybe she likes adrenaline. She's an adrenaline junkie, so you take her on like skydiving, something that's gonna make it memorable to her. So when she has that memory of like, oh, that was fun, she connects that fun, or she connects that good time with you.
Awesome.
And then now on to the hygiene and tips of how to look better day to day. And these are the things I'm currently doing. And a lot of things I'm gonna say, I don't want to take credit from teaching men's fashion, Jose Zuniga. I learned a lot of stuff from him. I have a lot of respect for that man. I've never met him, but he's successful. Like you could look back at his videos, you could tell the man he became. But first off, we're gonna start with the shower, because something you should be doing is showering every day. Why are you skipping a day at the shower? You don't think you get musty while you sleep? You don't think you get musty by just doing day-to-day activities? Even let's say you didn't go to the gym, you didn't do any physical activity that's gonna make you like persistently sweat.
And not taking a shower is like this pun right here. You get stronger, you try to do everything, you make more money, you finally have the confidence to ask a girl out, and then she smells you.
Yeah.
And one big step, you're done.
Yeah, like imagine you have the style, you have the charisma, but you're not well kept. Like she could smell the must on you. That's not. Nobody likes that. Even if you're a guy, there's been guys that I smell. I'm like they're so musty. It's just fucking disgusting. And nonetheless, if I see a girl that I think is attractive and I see her smell bad, I'm not gonna be attracted to her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it all starts in the shower. And look, a lot of people take 30-minute showers, an hour shower.
You should be taking
45-minute
shower.
shower.
You want to talk about cold showers?
Yeah, cold showers have a lot of benefits.
And they'll also make you go quicker.
Yep, but also like you don't have to take shower with cold water. Like it has a lot of benefits, but like if that's not you, like don't do it. But it has a lot of benefits. Like it'll help you build discipline. Like you're not gonna like the cold showers, but eventually you'll get used to it. And if you could get used to that, it's gonna help prime you to get used to other things. But your shower should take about 10 minutes, and in those 10 minutes, you should be able to accomplish half of your hygiene routine. So in the shower, you're gonna wash your body, wash your hair. That's a given. That's what you do in the shower. But also, you can incorporate your skincare routine into the shower. Scrub your face. You know, do all your cleansing, whatever that may be, whether you use Geology, Proactive, whatever product you use, you could do it all in the shower. You save time because it's easier.
And
You
if you have
scrub your
curly
face,
hair
wash it
like
out.
me, beauty of nature. They got you. Shampoo and conditioner.
Nice. And then, so you could do that. You could even groom yourself. Buy yourself a mirror, and you could shave in the shower. That saves you time. It's more efficient. You shave. You already have the water pouring on you. You just wash it off your face. You don't have to worry about going through the hassle of washing your face and toweling it off. So you need to be washing your face, your hair, your body. You could also brush your teeth in the shower. I brush my teeth in the shower. It saves me a bunch of time. I already got 4 things done within 10 minutes. Or 5 things actually. If you wanna groom yourself in the shower, that's already 5 things. And you're getting this done in 10 minutes. And also, a tip when washing your hair after you conditioner, you should condition. When you're conditioning your hair, it should be warm water. And let me tell you why. When you condition with warm water, you're opening up your hair follicles. And by opening up your hair follicles, you're allowing all those nutrients and oils that are found within the conditioner to be absorbed into your hair. Same thing when you're washing your face. When you're washing your face, wash your face with hot water, warm waters. You could open up your pores in your face. Then you wash it out. And then once you're done with your hair and your face, you rinse your face with cold water, or continue the rest of your shower in cold. That way it closes your pores, but it also closes the hair follicles in your hair so that it locks in the moisture and it keeps your hair healthy.
Yeah, it's good advice. But before Angel continues, let me share a motivation story with you guys. And this is something that I posted on my Instagram, and it is a true story. I go out every single day and I try to give out 3 compliments a day. And there's just some people, I look at them, I walk past them, they'd be right next to me in an elevator. I'm like, okay, I want to give this guy a compliment. I'd look at the shoes, dirty Vans. I'd look at the pants, normal wrinkled sweatpants. I'd look at the shirt, like a normal brown sweater. You know, I'd look at every single thing, like the hair, messy like
hair.
not a haircut, wearing a mask.
Yeah, or like a dirty beard,
Yeah.
like it's not well kept.
There's
not
just
well
there's
groomed.
some people I just look from head to toe. I'm like, okay, I want to find one spot where I can be like, oh, you look nice, bro. Like, nice hair, nice shoes, nice shirt. I cannot. Everything is average or mid at best. I cannot, because even if I did, it would come off as fake. Because if you're wearing some musty shoes and I'm like, hey, I like your shoes, you're not gonna believe me. You're gonna be like, what, are you trolling me?
Yeah.
So there's literally a lot of people that I see that I cannot give compliments to. I just have to just be quiet and can't say anything.
Yep.
Don't want that to be you.
Yeah.
So listen up.
And we're gonna talk more about the style, but how Anthony said, if your hair is messy, well, that you call that's one red flag. Your beard is not kept up. That's another red flag.
And by the way, a beard, if you have a patchy beard, is because your testosterone is not high enough. I learned this very recently. Actually, I always knew that testosterone led to more facial growth, but I connected it with a beard because I noticed a lot of people talk about patchy beards versus full beards, and I realized that testosterone is a big part of full beards because you grow more facial hair. So if you have a patchy beard, instead of investing in a ton of oils to make it better,
try to
increase your test and you'll get a naturally full beard.
And sometimes it's genetic, but yes, testosterone does have a big that's 100% true. But sometimes you do need a little help, and there's these things called derma rollers that just open up your hair pores. So you can try that out too. It's like $5 compared to wasting tons of money on oils.
Mm-hmm.
So just try little things like that. But before you waste a lot of money, try natural things, boosting your testosterone, derma rollers, stuff like that. And then so we already covered 5 things in the shower, and grooming in the shower. Grooming is very important, especially your facial hair. You want to keep your facial hair clean at all times. Maybe one day you have a little stubble, but you don't want your facial hair to grow out really ugly because it looks dirty. You look like a hobo. It looks like you're not keeping yourself well maintained. This was something I suffered with previously, but I've worked at it. So now every 2 to 3 days I'm shaving, so it looks like I have a clean. My goatee is lined up, my mustache is lined up, there's no hairs going over my lips, so I look clean at all times. So that's very important. And also your hair. You don't have to style your hair every day. Some people are just blessed to have good hair. I'm not one of those people. I have to put product in my hair, but I make sure I put product in my hair at all times. I don't go out with messy hair. Or if I don't feel like combing my hair that day, I put on a fit that I could wear a hat with or a beanie with. So you look clean, because you can have a great outfit, but you look at your hair, it's like it kind of ruins it. You can't have sloppy hair, you can't have a cowlick, you gotta look good. And then so all these things, these 5 things should be done in the shower. 10 minutes. Why 10 minutes? Because it's efficient. Why are you gonna waste 30 minutes in the shower? What are you doing in the shower? Jacking off? Or just thinking about life? Like, no. 10 minutes, get what you have to get done, get out of the shower. But it doesn't end out once you get out of the shower. Once you get out of the shower, you gotta moisturize. This is very important. This seems very feminine, but being moisturized is very important. Because have you seen guys that look ashy, or they're like it doesn't look right? And girls see this, they pick up on this. So you have to be moisturized. Get a masculine smelling moisturizer, or a scentless lotion, just so your skin is moisturized, and it's just healthy for you. It makes your skin glow. Like, it just makes you look better. and right after you moisturize, you're gonna put cologne on. Don't do this before. And let me tell you why. Because when you put cologne onto your bare skin, your skin is gonna absorb the cologne, so that the scent is not gonna be as prominent and is not gonna last as long as if you put a moisturizer. Because when you put a moisturizer, the moisturizer is soaking in the cologne, so it acts like a barrier between your skin and the cologne, so it makes it last longer lasting. And I've done this. Trust me, it works.
And let me give a tip about your face. Instead of spending a ton of money, this is for people with acne problems. As you can tell, both of our faces are clear.
Yep.
If you have a ton of acne, instead of wasting a bunch of money on getting like some type of cream or like thing that's gonna just fix it and remove it. By the way, I hope you know those that advertise, you know, what are they called? Curology, that kind of stuff. You know, you rub it and sure, it'll get rid of your acne, you know, in a couple of days, but it'll grow more back. So you can keep on using it. Instead of doing that, number one, get natural oils. Things like olive oil, coconut oil, natural oils, they're gonna make your skin shine much more naturally without bringing more acne. And the most important thing, if you have acne, that
Drink
means you're doing
water.
something wrong. Either you're not drinking enough water,
Drink
maybe
fucking
you're
water.
not working out, you're not washing your face.
Oh yeah, working out and sweating is linked to clear your face because you sweat out all the impurities.
Or you're not eating good. If you have
That's it.
a horrible diet, you're gonna get acne. No
Yep.
matter how much skincare you use.
Yeah, water is very important. I try to drink at least 3 to 4 bottles of water every day. Mainly for the reason of my face, but also you just gotta stay hydrated. It's the best way to stay hydrated. And okay, so covered cologne. That's where we left off. Wear cologne. Cologne is very important. A lot of guys put it past themselves. They're like, I don't need cologne, or yeah, that's too much, or that's feminine. No, when attracting a girl, it's you have to use all 5 senses. You have to use smell. If they smell good, if you smell good, they're gonna want to be around you more. Because if you stink, who is gonna want to be around you, girl or guy? Also, touch. How Anthony said, when you first meet a girl, shake her hand. When you go on a date, you know, maybe like a little, like you make a joke, a little tap on the shoulder, stuff like that. Get intimate, but you know, don't get too intimate because
Maybe
that's
you
all,
did everything right. You took a shower, you put skincare on your face, moisturizer, you did your hair, did everything right, but you forgot that perfume, and it might just sneak up on you.
Yep, cologne.
That's the cologne,
Yep.
and it's gonna take you out.
Yeah, and look, you don't have to go all out with your cologne. You don't have to buy a designer cologne. Buy a cologne that you like and that it's decent. You know, make sure it doesn't like irritate your skin and it lasts a decent amount of time, between 3 to 4 hours. Because if you go on a date, spray it on before the date, it should be enough. But you should wear cologne every day. I wear cologne every day. I don't leave my house. I don't leave my dorm without putting on cologne. I wear cologne every day, so I smell clean all the time. I smell good all the time. And another thing, don't buy popular colognes. Dior Sauvage.
Yeah, don't.
Everybody has Dior Sauvage. She's gonna smell you like, oh, I smelled this already. You gotta make it different. Don't Versace's Eros. Okay, this is gonna be hypocritical, but don't get Versace's Eros. Even though I love the smell of Versace's Eros, I don't have one, but I really want one. But you should stay away from it because everybody already has it. Get different colognes. Like for example, one of my colognes that I like to wear almost daily is called Versace the Dreamer.
But don't tell them, now they're gonna take that too.
What?
They're gonna start all smelling like you.
That's true. It's just a suggestion, but yeah, just find something that you like. I just happen to like that Versace the Dreamer, but don't copy other people. For the same thing, like it's like just this is how I'm saying. Don't copy everybody with Dior Sauvage. Don't copy me with Versace the Dreamer. Like you find something that suits you, and that's also very important. And now we're gonna talk about style.
Let's get it.
So
You want to honestly, I say start from shoes.
Shoes?
And then
Go
go
down up?
all the way to the top.
all right, shoes.
Because shoes are most important, I think, honestly. On
I
your foot.
agree they are, because especially for me, since I'm a sneakerhead, the first thing I look at you is your shoes. Your shoes is what catches my eye. But you don't have to go all out. You don't have to buy Jordans. You know, just have decent looking shoes that are good quality. Like even though Jordans are really expensive, they're pretty good quality. I've had pairs of Jordans that last me about 2 to 3 years, and that's because I took care of them. But they're just generally a good quality shoe, and they feel good on your foot. even with Nikes. But main what you should have at least one white pair of shoes, a pair of dress shoes, and a pair of black shoes. That way you have versatility in the outfits that you wear. White shoes go great with other like colors, or if you wanna mix it up. So like let's say you have like a dark shirt on, a dark pants on, and but you want your shoes to stand out, wear a white pair of shoes, all white. Or like even Adidas Superstars, those are pretty good too. Even though they have a hint of black, they're mainly white.
And if you do not want to be messed with at school, black Air Force.
Yeah, that too. So, you have to have a good quality pair of shoes. Don't keep them clean. Like, don't get them all dirty. Maintain your shoes, because if you can maintain your shoes, you know what that tells me? That tells me that you can maintain yourself as a man.
Mm-hmm.
And then now pants, there's really nothing to it as long as it fits you well. Don't be like super baggy, don't be super skinny. And obviously there's different styles you could go for. Maybe you are going for that baggy fit, so the baggy pants are necessary, but you want clothes that suits your body type. Like you don't want it exaggeratingly big, but you don't want like tights either, because that doesn't look right.
Yeah, and be aware of the situation. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people like to wear sweatpants all the time because it's comfortable.
It's
And
not.
sweatpants, well, it's comfortable, but it's you can't wear it everywhere. Like
Yeah.
in certain places, okay, you want to get comfortable if you're like going for a workout, if you're staying at home, if you're
Yeah.
going to buy groceries, doing something simple.
Yeah.
But if you're going to like an event, or you're gonna be out somewhere in public with a lot of people,
Yeah.
you're gonna want jeans.
Yeah, dress with purpose. Even dress pants, chinos, they're very useful. And for pants, I stick to Levi's. I wear a lot of jeans. I like Levi's, the quality, they last forever. I wear raw denim Levi's. So that's just me, but obviously everybody's just gonna test out their style, see what's better for them. And then shirts, for me, I like sticking to the classics. I have a couple. They're not even designer brand. They're like Gap and Aeropostale shirts that have a design on it, but it's nothing too out of this world. It's not like drawing attention. It's simple, but it's clean. But I prefer to stick to black and white shirts, because you can never go wrong with black and white shirts. You could layer stuff on top of it, jackets, flannels, coats, stuff like that, and it just looks good. And they're timeless classics. If you invest into a decent quality t-shirt, it's gonna last you a couple months. You just gotta take care of it, and it's never gonna go out of style. Same thing with flannels. A lot of people say flannels are overrated, that everybody wears flannels, but I think if you wear flannels the right way and you pair it up with the right pants, right shirt, right shoes, it looks good. What matters is it looks good. You don't have to follow any trends or anything. If it looks good on you, that's good. You build confidence, and you're gonna be looking good. What girl's not gonna want to look at you?
And have like, don't buy a ton of clothes, but have like at least a few good fits that like you think look good every day. Like for me, I'm thankful to be in a position where like I spend like a lot of money on clothes. So like every single day I have an outfit that like I look in the mirror and like I know I look good. If you look in the mirror before you go out and you don't think you look good, what's the point of even going out?
And dress with purpose. Don't just throw something on, because like I had before, I would just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw something on. And, like this looks okay. But now I actually think it through. Like, okay, I'm gonna wear this color, or I know these two things go together. I've worn it before, or I switch one item out. Like let's say I have a sweater, a shirt. I'll switch out the shirt. I'll keep the sweater, change up the pants, maybe change up my shoes. You see, you have to be able to mix and match different things. And
So we're almost done
Yep.
for today. The last thing I want to talk about is style. Gotta have a nice watch. Things on your wrist.
jewelry is very important. Yep.
I don't have earrings, but earrings are
Yeah.
cool. Necklaces, chains. You don't have to have too
rings
much.
Are nice too.
Rings are pretty cool. You don't have to have too much. It's just I'd say pick two at least.
Yep.
Two, either something on your neck, a chain and necklace, some earrings, either on something on your wrist, either some nice bracelets, a watch. Pick
Yep.
two, whatever you think looks good,
Yeah.
and you'll be straight.
And then one last thing, posture. Posture is very important. If you wear clothes and you have sagging shoulders, you're not walking up straight, it's gonna make the clothes is gonna look bad. And posture is good for your health too. You just have to have a good posture. Practice your posture. Walk up straight. Keep your head up, chin up, shoulders back. And a good way to know if you're standing up straight is that your hands should stand at your side. So like when you're standing like this and your hands are like this, you have bad posture because you see your palms are facing towards your thighs. You should walk like this, shoulders back, your palms to your side of your thighs. So just keep stuff in mind like that. That's gonna make you look more confident, more dominant, and clothes is just gonna fit better on you.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. This is
Yep.
episode number 4. Hopefully, you learned something.
Yes, sir.
Definitely feel free to comment what we
Any
did right, what we
questions?
did wrong. I mean, we did everything right, but suggestions and obviously, like we still, if we, you notice that, if you notice that we need to improve something,
Yep.
studio is getting a little better, but we still got work to do. So, and if you find
Yes,
something
yes.
that you disagreed with, because obviously, we have different opinions, we just state our opinions. So some things are facts, but a lot of things are also opinions.
We wanna
So if
hear
you
it
want
too.
to, if you disagree with us, if you want to debate with us, feel free, let us know,
Yeah.
and put it in the comment section. We'll get you back.
And then anything you want us to cover in the future, let us know too. We're more than welcome to cover that for you
For
guys.
sure. We just want you guys to win in life, be happy, be a king.
Yep.
Don't be a pawn anymore. Be a king. We're out, shoulders.
Have a good night.